All right, so I want to go over lesson 4.3 assignment. Some of us had some problems with it, so I just want to go over it and make sure we understand it. The first question says, which equation represents a non-proportional relationship? So that non-proportional relationship, we're looking for y equals mx plus b. I'm looking for there to be some value here that I'm adding or subtracting. Okay? When I have these two here, they don't have a b, which means b is 0. They're proportional and they're going to cross or intersect the origin. So these are proportional graphs right here. So those equations are proportional. So we can't choose either of those. So that leaves us y equals mx plus b. This is the non-proportional, that b value there. It's causing it to not, that's your y-intercept, right? That's going to cause it to not go through the origin. All right, the next question here. Number 2. Which table contains only corresponding x values and y values where the value of y is 3 more than the quotient of x and 2? And I gave you a hint here. I said create an equation and substitute the values of x from the table and see if the value x or y values match. So it's and I gave you some of these in your notes. So if you went through and did your Edpuzzle in notes, I gave you a lot of examples of how to build this. So that's y equals 3 more. That's this plus 3. Then the quotient of x and 2. So x, and this is my quotient, dividing here, plus 3. Then once I have my equation, all I'm doing, because if you look, these x values are all the same. I'm just substituting the values for x they gave me, and I'm finding out which one has a corresponding y. And really, once you do the first one, this is the only one that has the right y value. I did go through and work the rest of them out just to make sure that they all worked, and they did. I had 11.5 when it was 17, and I had 14 and 10, that's correct, and then 10 and 8. So I did double check them all, but once I see that none of the other ones had the correct corresponding y value for 7, I could have said, oh, B is the right answer. All right, number 3, this is a long one. Which graphs show a non-proportional relationship between x and y? Check all that apply. Remember, they cannot intersect across the origin. So good, this is non-proportional, so I marked it. This one went through the origin. That's proportional, I cannot pick that one. All right, C, does that go through the origin? Sure does not. So that is non-proportional. Does not go through the origin, non-proportional. So far I picked A and C and D. Let's go on to the next ones. E, doesn't go through the origin. Oh, I can choose that one. Doesn't go through the origin. I'm gonna choose that one too. All right, now these ones I got half and half, so I'm just gonna kind of put them together. It doesn't hurt what I'm looking for here. Straight line through the origin, that is proportional. I can't choose that. Straight line not through the origin, non-proportional. I get to choose it. Goes to the origin, that's proportional. I don't want that one. Does not go to the origin. All right, found another one, J. All right, K intersects the origin, that's proportional. I can't choose that. L, here's my origin, doesn't cross it. I can choose L. That is non-proportional. I think you should be getting the gist by now. Doesn't intersect the origin, non-proportional. Oh, this one here, it crosses and intersects that origin. I can't choose that. It is proportional. Goes to the origin, it's proportional. I don't want that one. All right. Oh, again, intersects at the origin. That's proportional. I can't choose that. Last one, doesn't intersect across the origin, so we get to pick P. So I've lined up A, C, D, E, F, H, J, L, M, and P are all non-proportional because they're straight lines that do not intersect or cross the origin. All right, next one, number 4. Which graph below best represents the linear equation y equals 3x plus 6. All right, so again, my y-intercept is 6. That means I'm looking for it to cross at 6. Right here is 6. That one doesn't work. Right here is 6. My line's way down here. That can't work. So then here I have a 6 for my y-intercept, and here I have a, oh, sorry, move that up. I have a, so this one here, that one, so that didn't work. Here I have a 6 though for my y-intercept. So it could be either B or D at this point here. Now we've got to look at our slope, which is 3, and I'm writing this as a fraction because I want to do rise over run. So all I do is fraction bar and put a 1 below that. So I'm going to rise 3 and run 1. So I did this on both of these to illustrate correct and incorrect. So if we notice, these are going up by 2s. So I had to go up 1, 2, 3.
Teachers, excuse this interruption.
All right, sorry about that. All right, so 1, 2, 3, run 1. 1, 2, 3, run 1. 1, 2, 3, run 1. All right, so far all those are on the line. Let's double check this one here, and you can see I went 1, 2, 3, run 1. 1, 2, 3. You can see my points are not on the line. That is why that did not work. So our graph that best represents this equation here, y equals 3x plus 6, is B. All right. Camilla has 15 toys in her toy box, and she adds 2 new toys every month. Based on this information, which representation best shows this relationship between the number of toys Camilla has in her toy box, Y, and the number of months that have passed? So she is starting out with 15 toys. That is my y-intercept. She is going to add 2 toys per month, 2x. That's my slope. Every month she's getting 2 toys. We're going to rise 2 and run 1 every month. Okay, so let's start down here and look. All right, so the reason I did not choose D, it does not start out at 15 like it should. Okay. Then I have my tables here. And what I did was I worked backwards to see, and there is no way I'm going up from 4. At 0 months, we have 15. There's no way B could have worked. But A was a possibility. After 1 month, we have 17 toys, which is correct. We need to know, though, after 4 months, how many toys. And all I did was substitute that 4 in for my X, and that's what I did here. 2 times 4 is 8, and then add 15, and I have 23. That is not 23, so that table could not work. All right, let's go to the graph that is correct. All right, so it starts out at 15 here. I'm going up by 5, so there's 15. And then we're going to rise 2, run 1. So we're going up by 5, so that's a little less than halfway up, run. A little more than that, run, run, rise, run. So this is, and we're approximating because this is 5, that when we can only go up 2, so that's just an estimation, but it does follow our slope. So C is the correct representation. And the last question was, how confident are you? I'm hoping that you're getting better, more practice, so keep working hard.